What's up? How are you? Where is the entrance to this thing? Just finished dinner. Right on. I ended up having nachos because I'm a single white male. Oh, shit. Inventory is full, for fuck's sake. Oh, with the little skulls? Yeah, it's good. It looks nice. The problem with this area, though, is that I don't think they troubleshooted it enough. Like, what I mean by that is that sometimes the enemies get stuck, and you're not able to kill them. And this has been a problem, like, God, I don't know how long. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's not a big deal, though. Hell yeah. I think that's all I need in here. Yeah. So, it's been snowing all day. I took a nap at about, like, I want to say 1 o'clock. I got up at, like, 5. And I didn't look outside until, like, when I got up, and I just looked outside and it was just covered in snow, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I looked at the weather channel, or not weather, I googled the weather, and apparently it's going to continue on tomorrow. So, that's annoying. I woke up and that is correct, I did. So now, my car is covered in snow.
Get on with it.
And as much as I'd like to go out there and clean it off, I know that it's going to get covered again. So, instead, I'm just going to sit inside and curl myself into a blanket and be a lazy piece of shit until it stops snowing and I can go outside and clear all the snow off my car.
Salutations.
Iron Rampart. I've got so many group quests I have to do. Okay, I have to go to Moonglade. Above wants you to find kilohertz at the Hidden Alliance Airport above Alduth Yar. Okay, so that would be over here. What movies? They better be good ones. The Black Phone and Nope. I want to watch Nope. That's the new, God, what's his name? Keenan Peele? It's the guy that made Get Out. Yeah, yeah. Jordan Peele, thank you. Yeah, he's good shit. I like him. And I don't know anything about Black Phone. I've never heard of that. Wants you to find at the Hidden Alliance Airport above. Okay, I'm just gonna look that up. Kilohertz. Oh, I know where he is. It's like right around here. Yeah, here we go. And then, yep, there he is.
Need assistance? Off and away. Hey! You have a great day now.
You too.
Hey there.
Yeah,
Need
talk
help?
to her.
Be careful.
a spooky movie. From what I've seen, like, apparently scary movies have been good lately. Hold on, let me turn this down. Apparently, scary movies have been pretty good. Of course, I haven't watched any, but I keep hearing that they're rather solid. Like, they figured something out. I was like, maybe we should try this instead. I gotta put out the fire. Take this guy out. Switch to bombs. He's a gooder. Nah, I haven't really watched any movies lately. That ain't right.
Can I help you?
Nothing wrong with that.
Alrighty then. Be seeing you. Pleased to meet you.
I just can't find anything that can hold my attention. Like, it's as simple as that. Okay. Can't be repeatable.
My, you're a tall one.
Just abandon that for now. I need to do all this other shit. That's good. I think my interests are like so obscure that I have a really hard time with recommendations. What Black Phone, after being abducted by a child killer and locked in a soundproof basement, a 13-year-old boy starts receiving calls on a disconnected phone from the killer's previous victims. Oh, scary. The problem with me, and this is like especially with TV series, is that like I'm ADHD, right? And I have a very hard time like holding my attention on shit like that. Like I either get distracted or I get bored like super easily, so it has to be something that can grab me and grab me right away. You know? Like, it can't be something that's like, oh, it gets good, like, later on, you know? It has to get me, like, almost immediately. That's what it is. What it is.
Greetings. Careful.
What can I do for you?
I am listening. What brings you here?
Oh.
Hello.
Okay, what did that do?
May the stars guide you.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Archdrew, and I am on task with the portal to Moonglade. She could make me a...
Ishnu Dal Diem.
Why did she stop?
Ashafela. Good luck, friend.
What?
Ishnu Allah. Farewell.
Okay, I guess that's bugged. That's fine though, I got... There are workarounds. Yeah, like, I have a really hard time, holding any sort of focus on anything. It sucks. But I just deal with it. That I really liked.
Greetings. Farewell.
I guess Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, I watched Weeds with my brother when we lived together. That was alright. My ex tried to get me into The Big Bang Theory, and I fucking hate that show so much. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's mostly just because I was watching it with people and they kind of made it entertaining. Plus, I was drinking back then, so. Yeah, like honestly, nothing lately. I just can't. I just don't care. I don't know. I'm very jaded. And I can't get myself to care about anything that comes out. I don't know. And everybody wants you to, like, get you to watch their show, right? And it's like, I want to, but it's just gonna end up me being, like, half paying attention, and it's gonna turn into background noise, you know? Like I said, I have a hard time maintaining focus. I've always been like that. I struggled in school because of that. Like, I tried and tried, like, so hard to pay attention in class, and I couldn't. Because I didn't give a shit, you know? Yeah. Uh, honestly, no. It's just the same. Yeah, I can't say it's better now. I've been told that, like, I should seek medication for it, but medication kind of scares me. I mean, I know it's necessary for some people, but it's not to the point to where it's, like, crippling. It's just sort of annoying sometimes. And it's for innocuous things, right? Just, like, my ability to pay attention to certain things. So I never really seeked any, medication. Am I gonna land? Holy crap, dude. No, absolutely not for everyone. For some people it is necessary and I encourage them to get it, but for me, no. What in the fuck happened? What? No, I'm not lost. This is actually a flight path. Like, it automatically brings me to different places, and it's going the wrong way. So, a 14-year-old game, and these are still problems that they have. To this day. Like... it's kind of annoying. Yeah. Please let me land somewhere. Please. Oh god, please work. Okay, thank you. Jesus fucking Christ almighty. Okay, Moonglade. Let's go. Alright, I think I got it now. What in the fuck is up with these trees? Oh my god, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Are we gonna land? Hell yeah. Made it. Okay, now I just go over here. Unfortunately, no, you can't name your mounts. Be kind of cool if you could, though. Alright, so now I need to... Yeah, it is dumb. And then talk to this guy again. Uh-huh, uh-huh. And just take this portal back, and then I go talk to someone up there. I'm trying to complete this achievement because if I complete it, I'm able to make an item that will make my character stronger. Yep. See, what other games do I have? Still have to finish Grounded. Yep. You know the grind all too well if you play Pokemon. It's crazy. Like, at the end of the day, all we're doing, unless you're into the aesthetics, I guess, but at the end of the day, it's all about making numbers bigger. It's kind of silly. Hello. Okay. Time yet remains. Return to Crusader's Pinnacle, which is here. $25 more quests. Van Cleef kills what?
ancient crusade is now. Find the strength.
Warmer's Temple, okay, that's fine. That's down here. Let's see. This game is good. Oxygen not included. It's really cute. It's like a space colony survival game. Actually, why don't I play that? Let me show you that game. You might like it. Or you might think it's neat. Yeah, let me show you that after I get to this next location.
Our destiny awaits. Aldiel.
Okay. Alright, oxygen not included. This game is extremely complex. Extremely complex. So I'm going to explain everything the best I can. But it's also educational because a lot of the properties in the game are related to, like, real science, I guess. I don't know. Like, they follow, like, scientific properties, like, in the real world. And I'll explain when I show you the game here. Alright, new game, survival, classic. Let me turn on the sound. This is taking oddly long. Okay. Okay. So first we have to select our first 3 crew members. They're called duplicates. And typically, you want a good builder to start, so that's good right there. You want a digger. That's fine. And you want a researcher. Increase agriculture. Okay, that's good. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to enable sound. Okay, so this is your crew. Your job is to build a sustainable colony in this asteroid. So the game is called Oxygen Not Included. So that means, obviously, that oxygen is not like some passive thing that your dupes have access to. It's something that goes away over time, and you have to constantly regenerate. So this blue shit in the background, that's oxygen, right? When they breathe it in, they breathe out CO2. Now, if you know anything about elements, CO2 is a lot heavier, has a higher atomic mass than oxygen. So what CO2 will do is it will float to the bottom, whereas oxygen will rise up. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start digging. I'll dig into this room here. And you got this little pool of water here that we'll dig to in a sec. But our first goal is to gather materials and build ourselves a bathroom. So as you can see, we're digging into that CO2 pocket there, and you'll notice how the oxygen is rising up and the CO2 is falling down. So now they're kind of struggling to breathe because they're doing their work in like in CO2, so they can't. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to build them a bathroom. So we have 2 outhouses, and then we're also going to put down 2 wash basins. Because every time they use a washroom, they contaminate they contaminate themselves with germs, and they can spread them. So what I'm doing right here is I'm going to dig out this water pocket, and I'm going to throw down a pitcher pump so I can get water. So that's what they're doing right now. He's going to dig it out for us. Okay, so now we have a pitcher pump. And what we're going to do is I'm going to make it so that the only time they can wash their hands is if they're leaving, if they're heading this direction. So that means that when they leave the washroom, they are forced to wash their hands before they get to the outside of the base. Yeah, there's a lot of CO2. I'll take care of that in a second. Okay, I'm gonna dig a hole here. So, I dug this hole, so the CO2 is going to slowly make its way over to this hole and sink to the bottom here. And I'm also going to want to build some cots. So, we want to build them away from a light source so they can actually sleep. So let's just put them up here. So cot, cot, cot. We'll put 4 cots, and actually we'll do it like this. Cot, 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 cot. Build ourselves a temporary bedroom. Scheduling, we'll give him an extra hour of work here. So they can finish all this crap up. And then we're gonna make this outhouse a priority. We're gonna have it as a higher priority as everything else. So that'll mean that, of course, they're just gonna prioritize building this over everything else. Okay, now they need to eat. We're gonna have downtime. Okay, it's almost daytime. Alright, there we go. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a research station, and I want to build this research station next to my printing pod, and the reason for that is because the printing pod is giving off some light. Alright? When you build a worker station underneath a light source, it increases their effectiveness. So that's why I'm going to build the research station here. At the same time, I'm going to build a generator to generate power. So I will do 2 batteries like that, and then a manual generator like that, and then I'm going to build some wiring to connect everything. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my crew priorities. So because Nicola here is the best at researching, he's gonna have a researching priority. Because Bert is good at digging, he's gonna have a digging priority, and because Rowan here is good at building, he's gonna be building priority. And I'm gonna show you something here after... Oh, I guess they can't yet because they don't have the digging skill. Okay. So I'm gonna turn on my room overlay, so you'll notice that these rooms are colored. Whenever you make a room, they get some sort of bonus when they're inside of it. So for this bedroom, they get a +1 bonus to morale. When they're in the latrine, they get a +1 bonus to morale. And morale is important because if I go to my skills, like there's this skill tree, right? And as they do things, they get experience. And as they get experience, they can upgrade. But there's a trade-off. Like, you can't just haphazardly, like, use up your skill points, like, willy-nilly. You have to look at this red bar up below those green bars there. So, every time they learn something new, depending on how intense the task is, there's a certain amount of stress attached to it. Okay, so that's why morale is important. So because they have that +1 morale bonus, it's okay for me to add more jobs to them, because what'll happen if they have too much stress is they'll become really ineffective, and eventually they'll like start going fucking crazy and wrecking stuff. So you have to maintain morale, basically. Alright, so let's look at our research tree. The first thing I want is power regulation. Not so much for the power switches, but the wire bridges are good, and we also want the jumbo battery. Okay, so he's not doing anything, so we'll have him... We'll try to connect this water source to this one. So we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, let's do that now. And then we'll start building up, and we'll get into this pocket up here because we have a lot of oxygen and there's a lot of food up here, so that'll be really handy for us. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, these things, shine bugs. So they give off a light source. They're good because light equals gives a decor bonus. I'll have to explain decor bonuses in a little bit, but they give a decor bonus, and they also there's source of light. Now that light is good because it increases productivity, but it's also could be a bad thing. Like if one of these shine bugs gets into this room, it'll affect their sleeping schedule. But you can capture critters around the map and tame them and like ranch them. So that's a really cool thing. What do we need next? We want... let's go with that for now. Okay, he's not doing anything, so... delete that. Build that. Oh yeah, let me explain decor. So decor affects morale, plain and simple. If I go to the decor overlay, green is good, red is bad. So because there's decor here, that will give my dupes like a morale boost when they're near it. Yeah, it's not purely aesthetic, there's actually mechanics behind it. Okay. Okay, so we researched that. The next thing we want to do is brute force refinement, because we want to be able to make copper. And while we're up here, we can dig all this crap up, and eventually get up to these water pockets up here. Okay, we want to eventually build a pathway for this water. Because we're gonna eventually try to get all this water into one location. So that's what I'll work on right now. So, I'll show you the germ thing. Okay. So now I'm on this germ overlay. This yellow circle means that it's a germ source. So that when a dupe uses, or a dupe is a colony member, when a dupe uses it, they contaminate it with germs. So let me slow it down, and you'll see what I mean. So he used it, Okay, now the outhouse is covered with germs and he's covered with germs. Now he's using the wash basin, so he's cleaned the germs off himself. And now he doesn't contaminate the base with germs. And when a building is contaminated with enough germs, like the dupes will come along and clean it off. So that's what Buddy Boy's doing right now. He's cleaning these outhouses. Let's take a look at our oxygen. Okay, oxygen is good, breathability is good. Now eventually, like, I'm getting oxygen from these minerals here. They're called oxalate, and they off-gas oxygen over time. But as they're off-gassing, they lose their mass, and eventually they disappear. So once these disappear, we have to come up with a way to make oxygen. And I'll show you how we do that in a little bit. Let's dig that up. Actually, we should do this. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Just wait. Just wait. It gets nuts. Okay, so now we have brute force refinement, so now we can work on advanced research. You always want to be researching something, if you can help it. There are some things that you simply won't need, depending on where you are, but you always want to be productive in some way. Okay, so every 3 days your printing pod gives you an opportunity to choose a blueprint to print something. So my options are I can make another dupe, or I could just have a gift pack or a care package. So I'm just going to go with the coal for now. Reason why is because you may think that having more dupes is a good idea because more dupes equals more workers, right? But you also need to consider the amount of oxygen they're consuming, the amount of food they're eating, the amount of waste they're producing, and because we're so early in the game that it's actually more beneficial for us to just take the care packages instead of the dupes until we get something more sustainable. So for now I'm just going to take the care package until we have a sustainable food source. That's one of the major traps for new players of this game, is that they just automatically go with making more dupes, right? Whereas it's not a very smart idea. You want to like very, very slowly introduce like new dupes to the colony. Like, be realistic about it, is what I'm saying. Oh, that's gonna break. That's gonna break. Okay, do that. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of water pressure. So, fertilizer has a very small mass. So if I don't cover this, it's going to leak, and it's going to cause a flood. So I need to do that, like, fucking pronto, actually. So, I'll put a code red to make sure that they get that done, like, immediately. Yep, see, it's starting to really leak through. Okay, good. Yeah, we don't want any flooding. Okay, so now I'm going to build a water chamber. So I want to do something like this. And I'm going to let this water make its way into here. Okay, that's good to go, that's good to go. Alright. This will all come together in a little bit. Okay, so I got refinement. The next thing we want is automation. Doing this just to clear out all this, to clear out all this dirt here, all these materials. And think of these ladders here that I'm building across. This is just scaffolding, really. It's just to give the dupes access to dig out all these blocks. Okay. That should be good. Let's dig out this pocket. Get some water in there. Okay, so it's slowly draining from this pocket here. I'll give this a higher priority. Get all this done. Probably should have went one more tile down. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, he's having a hard time breathing. Alright, how are we doing? Yep, that's fine. Now, the crazy thing about these dupes is, like, they're super duper resilient. And what I mean by that is, like, they'll go down into CO2 and, like, have a hard time breathing and have to come up for air, and it won't affect their stress at all. Like, they just fucking deal with it. So that's a good thing. It feels awful doing it, because, you know, that's just the humanitarian side of it, but... Alright, so now we're gonna slowly but surely crack this open and get all the water down here. Whoops. Okay, what are we researching next? We want... Okay, we want advanced power, and also we're going to want to build a supercomputer. So station, supercomputer, and this will allow us to research advanced technologies. And we're going to need that here in a little bit. It is a cool game. It's a really cool game. I don't know if it's the best streaming game because there's a lot of downtime to it, but I go through my periodic obsessions with this game, like, all the time. I just, like, start playing it and I can't stop. Yeah. Okay, oh, okay, so everybody has a skill point. Alright, so I'm gonna give Bert hard digging, so now he can dig through harder pieces of, he can dig through harder blocks. I'm gonna give Nicola advanced researching, so he can do advanced research. And then I'm gonna give Rowan a improved construction upgrade. So now they have 1 block of stress each. So now I need morale to counterbalance that. But thankfully I have these room bonuses here, so that it works itself out naturally, because they're always going to go into these rooms. But as soon as I finish this, I swear to God, it's going to pick up. It's going to become a lot more interesting. This is just like the lull period of the game. It's just getting everything initially set up. But you have to do this. Like, you want to make... Well, I shouldn't say you have to, but it's advised that you do. Okay, let's close this off. Let's go with blossom seeds. Okay, so now we got this little bit of water down here, so that's kind of annoying, but we can take care of that in a second. Now what we're going to do is we're going to extend our power grid down to here. And that's going to allow us to do a bunch of cool stuff. Alright, don't need to do that, but we should... Actually, maybe we should do that. Yeah, let's do that, actually. No, let's not do that. Alright. Yeah, we'll do liquid next. Okay, so that's done. Okay, let's finish this first. In the meantime, I'm going to... Yeah, let's dig this out. Okay, that's done. Now we'll do liquid pipe research. Oh, I need to take care of that. let's upgrade this. Okay. Now we can start our plumbing. So we're going to move this water over to this chamber here. So very simple, we're just going to make a liquid pump. Going to build pipes over to here, and we're going to have a liquid vent. So we can eventually transfer all that water into this chamber. Get it all cleaned up. And we want to do that before we empty these, because before we drain these out, because if there's too much pressure, then the vent won't allow water through. Yep. And then as soon as we have this filled up, we're going to build our first plumbed bathroom. How are we doing on oxygen? Not good. Okay, so this is how you make oxygen. Or this is one way to make oxygen. You use these oxygen diffusers. They take algae and they convert it into oxygen. And algae you get from these little blocks, these green blocks. Should be good for another day. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, we got that, we got that. So we can work on ventilation. We will want a manual airlock. Okay, so now we're producing oxygen. And now the liquid pump is moving water from here to here. And as soon as that's done, we can drain these. And then the game fucking starts. This is slowly but surely gonna drain out. Okay. that done, and in the meantime... Okay. I'm using a lot of power. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of these. So unfortunately with outhouses, you have to... they eventually get clogged. Like you see this little arrow on the right side? When that hits red, it means the toilet's clogged and you have to have somebody come by and clean it. So eventually when we have a plumbed bathroom, we won't have to worry about that. Yeah, it's clogged. So you have to have somebody come along and clean it. Best job ever. Okay, so... did they clean it? Okay, they did clean it. Alright, that's why we have the polluted dirt there. Alright, so now that that's done, we're going to do this, and we're going to, like, level this out. And you'll see why in a second here. And since I'm doing that, let's go ahead and drain this. Let's finally drain it. And there it goes. So now our chamber is filling up. Yeah, I can't wait to show you, like, the really, really cool shit here in a little bit. Like, your mind is going to be blown. Alright, choose blueprint. We don't want another dupe yet, so we'll just... actually, we don't even need green. We'll just reject everything. Okay, can we go a day without water? I think we can. Okay, so now that's draining. Let's drain this. Actually, let's... Okay, stress levels are good, nobody's sick, so we're in good shape. Okay, so that's draining, and yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of flooding here, but that's okay. We can take care of it. And let's start draining this. Actually, let's not yet. Let's make this deeper. Why is that happening? Interesting. So the reason I dug it out like this is because I want to spread the water evenly, and the reason I want to do that is because I want it shallow enough so that we can mop it up instead of having to use a liquid pump. Okay, so we got that going there. Alright, so we are going to build a liquid pump. We're going to attach it to a power switch. Use an automation wire so that we can control when it's on. And we're going to power it. Okay, that's good. Now let's... Yeah, he's got hypothermia because he's in the water so much. Okay, that's done. Just want to get this done here. Come on, hurry up. He's like dying. Please finish it. Please, 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 please. I mean, it looks cruel, but it has to get done. It has to get done. So it's for the greater good. He will be rewarded later. And good. All right. We're going to turn that off. We are going to drain this pocket here. And then things are going to get interesting. No, we don't want to do that. So it's slowly but surely making its way over. Due to the surface tension, it's like not draining as fast as we'd like it to, but it's eventually going to drain. So that's good. How are we on food? Food's good. Yeah, don't worry about mopping. Okay, good. And we're gonna let that drain. Come on, drain faster. Guess we can mop this up down here. Come on. Okay, that's done. Let's work on that. Okay, looks like we're done with that. So now we're going to close this off. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. I'm going to have a pitcher pump here. We're going to enclose it. We're going to use... We don't have that researched yet. We need a hydro sensor. I mean, do we need it? Yeah, we do. Yeah. Alright, we'll leave a space there. Alright. Oh, don't get stuck, please. Let's do this first. Jesus. God, this takes forever. Was that a Snapchat notification? What the fuck? Who wants to be my friend? Who's Maddie? Okay, sorry, I don't know you. Bye. Alright. It has happened. We have finally finished our water chamber. It only took an hour. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna make is a plumbed bathroom. Yeah, like Snapchat is just fucking terrible. Not a fan. Okay, how do I want to do this? So we want this to be the main spine for the base, so it's easier for them to get around. I'm thinking we'll have it on the right side here. And 1, 3, 4. So we'll do this. Kill the shiny. Let's take out the shiny. Okay. Time to make a bathroom. So, what we need are... Well, we need to make sure we can make latrines. Actually, no, we need to research this shit first. So we can just get the room started. Do-do-do. Do you use Snapchat? It's one of the apps that I don't think I'll ever understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe that's just like, maybe I'm being a boomer or something. Only for the filters, yeah. Yeah, it's like one of the weirdest apps. It's just goofy. Like, why? I don't understand. I thought, like, the major, like, all the rage was, TikTok. That's what all the kids are into. It's very strange, because my niece doesn't, like, touch that stuff. She thinks TikTok is terrible. Okay, so the first thing we need are sinks. So we're going to need to build 4 sinks, because we're going to make this for a larger colony. So 4 sinks and 4 lavatories. Perfect. Let's make sure we got the right size here. 64 tiles. Bedroom, or... Okay, washroom, 64 tiles. Okay, perfect. Yeah, TikTok is... like, what the fuck? I don't get it, man. Like, I don't think I'm too cool for it, I just don't... I don't understand the appeal. What, you take a video of yourself and put music behind it? Okay. We'll have the water go up the spine like that. Actually, we don't need to do that. Just do this. I'll explain this in a bit. I'll explain what this is in a bit as well. Okay. Make that a high priority. Do your kids like TikTok? Are they TikTokers? Oh. That's a good thing. You know, you want to limit their access to shit like that, because there's a lot of really, really bad stuff on TikTok. It's not like, you know... I mean, it depends on how you want to raise your kids, obviously, but, like, for me with my nephew, I'm like, I don't care if you're looking at, like, fucking naked girls or something. I don't care about that. What I don't want you to see is all the conspiracies and whatnot that are thrown around TikTok. Because, I mean, if a kid wants to look at porn, they're gonna look at porn. Like, they have the internet, for Christ's sake. I mean, I remember when my nephew, like, he basically, like, stole a phone from his mom's house, because, like, my brother my brother is once divorced, so like, you know, there's visitation and whatnot. So he like stole his mom's, like one of his mom's phones, and he had access to it. And like I found it underneath his bed, and I was just looking through it, and he was looking up like greasy, like, I don't know, just naughty stuff, right? And I don't know what to do. I'm just like, am I supposed to tell him not to? Because that would make me a massive hypocrite, you know? Because I was the same way when I was a kid, so... I don't know. Like, what do you do? Yeah. I don't want to have the talk with them either, you know? I'm sure that they already know, but still, it's like... It's just awkward. But I'm not going to say, this is bad, and you should feel bad for doing it, because, I mean, it's natural, but... You know... He wouldn't stop asking what. Mommy, where do babies come from? Was the trauma from like, oh my god, I have to actually have this conversation with my kid? Yeah. Yeah. You just tell him. Just say it to him straight. See, the thing is like, that's how I would do with, that's how I would say it to my kid. Like, if I was the one raising them, I'd just be like, this is, okay, sex is, and then explain it, and then they can take it as they want, right? Yeah, no, that's good, I respect that. Like, just don't bullshit the kid, you know? Just be like, this is what it is. Pretty gross, huh? In fact, like, you'd probably, like that sort of education is probably better at, like, preventing them from having those tendencies at a younger age, because it's kind of disgusting, right? Yeah. Like, kids are gonna think that shit's gross. And it kind of is gross, to be completely honest. But then you have parents that are like, oh my god, I can't let my kid know about, like, what sex is and what gay marriage is, and this'll mess them up. And it's like, I'm not saying that kids, like, what am I trying to say? I think that kids are a lot smarter than people give them credit for, you know? That's funny. That's good. You probably gathered already, but I'm a very progressive person, you know? But I remember one of the arguments from, you know, let's be honest, homophobes. It's like, oh, the children. I care about the children and stuff like that. And it's like, okay. And then you just tell the kid, yeah. So most of the time, girls like men and men like girls. But sometimes, men like men and girls like girls. Is that hard to understand? Like, is the kid gonna grow up all fucked up now? Like, my little brother is actually trans, and like, I see all the misinformation being spread around about, like, trans folks, and it's just fucking disgusting. Because it's like, it's very clear that you've put, like, almost no effort into understanding this. So, but instead of, like, trying to learn about it, you just lie about it. You just lie about it and you try to spread bullshit. Like, why do you do that? Why is this appealing? I respect that. Good for you. Good for you. At the end of the day, love is love, right? Nobody regard, like, whether or not it's fucking God or something, can, like, you know, control that. It is what it is. Judge people on a case-by-case basis. Oh yeah, because your ex was he's Vietnamese, right? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing complex about it. Okay. Yep. I'm actually gonna take a pee too. I'll be right back. Yo. Take the briar seed. Okay, just finish this little room here, and then I'm going to give you a very long explanation as to what I'm doing. Very long and boring explanation. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna bring in a new dupe here after, at the next printing thing. Let's get this done right away. How are we doing on oxygen? We're good. Come on, guys, you can do it. Come on. Almost. Okay. Alright, let's get this bathroom done. Okay, deodorizer, deodorizer. Let's get rid of this. put a storage container here, and we'll put a compost right there. We'll just leave this for now. We just gotta get this done. Ah. Do, 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 do. How's the weather, by the way? Let's see. Edmonton weather, -9. That's not bad. The snow has ended, but it's going to snow tomorrow. Oh wait, no it's not. It's sun's going to be out tomorrow, but it's going to be snowing Monday and Tuesday. It's going to get down to -23. I might have to wear pants. Okay. Okay, can I bring in a dupe? Increase husbandry. We want the husbandry. Okay, so we're bringing in a dupe. And we're running out of food. We need... Alright, I should have thought about this. Alright, so we are going to... Do we even have any? No, we don't. Shit. Should dig more. Yeah, just dig. Dig, dig, dig. Well, for the past week I've wore shorts, and it's been fine because I'm just in and out of my truck. So I mean, I'm not like working out in the cold. So I was wearing shorts, but I'm gonna start wearing pants now. I don't know, I'm one of those weirdos. Yep. Crazy, right? Yeah, just like I said, I have a flat butt, so like my pants fall down, and it's frustrating for me. It's a lot better with shorts. If I didn't have this problem, then I'd be wearing pants, but I do, so. Okay. Okay, so let me explain this. So this is the bathroom. Okay, so we have our sinks, and they are, of course, for washing your hands after you use the lavatory, and the lavatory is where they go to relieve themselves. They take in water, so we have our water pump down here taking water from our chamber, and it's fed into the lavatories and the sinks. Every time they use a lavatory or a sink, they output polluted water. Okay, so that polluted water goes from the top here, it goes along this pipeline, and it dumps into this chamber here, which is where I'm going to be collecting polluted water. Now, why do I want polluted water? Well, for a number of reasons. Reason number one is that if you look at the properties, water has a freezing point of -6.6 degrees, right? Whereas polluted water has a freezing point of -20 degrees. And the reason that's good is because you can use polluted water for controlling temperature. So by collecting the polluted water down here, I can use it for that, or I can refine it back into regular water and put it back into my water supply. And the way we do that is by using a water sieve that I'm actually researching right now. But there's an extra caveat to that, and I'll explain that in a second. So, one other thing with polluted water that comes from a sink or a lavatory is that, like, not only is it polluted, but it has germs, okay? And the thing we want to prevent happening is for any germy water, whether or not it's clean or polluted, to get into our water supply. Because if that happens and we use the water to water our plants that we use for food, they can get food poisoning. So we want to collect the germy polluted water down here to use it for, you know, polluted water stuff, but also we want to collect it here so that it's not contaminating our regular water source. And we want to also eventually convert it back into clean water and clean it somehow. And I'll show you how we're going to clean it in a little bit. Okay, so now we can turn on our pump. We got water coming through here. And now the lavatory is ready to be used, so now we can get rid of this washroom here. So yeah, as you can see, he just used the lavatory, and he's using the sink right now, so this green shit, that's polluted water. And it's gonna make its way down here and come out this vent. And it's gonna collect down here. Now, one other thing about polluted water is that it's a liquid, but it also off-gasses polluted oxygen. And polluted oxygen, it's breathable. Like, your dupes can breathe it and, you know, they'll live. But the problem is that when germs come into contact with polluted oxygen, those germs grow, right? So we need to do something about that too. So what I have here are these deodorizers. They take little blocks of polluted oxygen and they convert them into regular oxygen. And as you can see, there are germs in the polluted oxygen here. But if I convert the block into regular oxygen, those germs will eventually die off. So that's what this is. Now, what's this here? This is called a water lock. And basically the way it works is that in this game, the way the engine is built is that you can only have one element occupying a space at one time, right? So these spaces are committed to water blocks, meaning that any gases in here won't be able to get past this little lock here. So this basically prevents all this bad polluted oxygen from getting out into our main base. So that's how that works. Okay, so now we have a washroom. We want to work towards a sustainable food source. So what we'll do is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Build some farming tiles. And then after we get our food source up, we need to figure out a better power source, a better method to generate power. We want this at the bottom of our base. Yeah, go ahead. This is probably boring as fuck. I'm probably gonna stop playing this. I was just thinking, like, this is taking way too long. Yeah, it is a cool game, but it's slow at times, right? It's not a very good streaming game. So I think I'm gonna play WoW. Yeah, absolutely. No, go watch your movies. Let me know how they are. Yeah, I kind of, like, as it was going on, I'm like, this is probably very, very boring. Yeah, you betcha. I'll talk to you later.